Taking a look at the table, Barcelona actually starting the day in third place. Sevilla jumping above them, but that could change. Sergio Asenjo, one cap to his name, but that largely in part due to injury and a certain netminder named Iker Casillas. Eusakio anchoring the back line. Manu Trigueros, ex-La Masia, joining the Villarreal homegrown Bruno. And the ex-Barcelona midfielder Jonathan Dos Santos really coming to his own. And the Brazilian is the fourth official. Marc-Andre ter Stegen, the 24-year-old goalkeeper, can be flamboyant, extravagant, and stellar. Meanwhile, Piqué running Mascherano on the back line. Busquets anchoring, Gomes in, and it is MSN up front to start the new year. Four 3-3, but again, we are underway. Resplendent in yellow, Villarreal from the right to the left, and Barcelona in their red and blue. This Villarreal side. Suarez bumped just enough, kissed off by Iniesta, chipped in for Neymar. Suarez in the middle, but Asenjo again off. On this team playing in Spain, but both of them born in Germany. Sansone born in Munich, Soriano in Darmstadt, and both of them Bayern Munich products before they made the move.
Very interesting.
You said, though, patience, no panic from Villarreal. Pressed in. Suarez tried to catch that one on the fly, but couldn't get enough of it. And Asenjo to the rescue again.
Beautiful now that Barcelona gets that third man involved. That should look at Iniesta and Messi being able to play, and then Suarez is trying to get behind that defense with that diagonal run, getting into that second or third channel.
8 p.m. for our coverage, 5 Pacific. Otto, another good deflection, gets it past Piqué, chipped in across by Costa. Ter Stegen in good position as Dos Santos sends it high.
Dos Santos has been a surprise to me this year. Don't get me wrong, Sansone coming over in his first year too, with 6 goals, 3 caps for Italy, youth international, but the ability of Dos Santos to get places without the ball. As you can see right now, on that weak side, Digne has to go with Sansone, and then Dos Santos, 2 goals in his last 2 games, by the way, would like to get back to the UCL and not maybe in the playoffs, but just to get in 3rd place.
Freezes Roberto, plays it square, top of the box, and a desperate lunge by Digne knocks it free. Sansone can't bury the rebound. What work from Pato, but nothing to show for it. And Messi fouled. Barcelona can breathe.
You can see that Costa's not afraid on the left side to go forward, Phil, and then Sansone, and again Dos Santos on that wide side. What a great play by Pato, by the way.
That's why Milan spent all that money for him. Just never quite paid off in the red and black. And it also might show why Barcelona is still rumored to be looking for a right back.
That's an interesting situation there, Phil. There's a little bit of contact late. That's not a foul.
And his older brother, Francisco, making some headlines with, shall we say, a critique of Gary Neville's reign at his old Valencia. Beautiful work, Sansone with Pato. Sansone in, and Ter Stegen makes sure there's no rebound.
I talked about microcosm of the last game, Phil. Not winning second balls is going to hurt Barcelona. Busquets and Mascherano needs a step earlier. They're tentative. They allow Pato, other people out of midfield, to run at them as well. That could be a big problem if they're not more proactive, I call that. Late. Mascherano not keeping his feet moving. Thanks for coming. Busquets doesn't have the athleticism. Soriano has had a great year as well. 4 goals. 24 chances created.
Little tuck inside for Neymar. Cuts back across, forced even wider, finds the shot, but can't quite find the corner. Asenjo sent sprawling to his left as it goes just wide.
Good ball through by Iniesta. Bounces luckily to Digne, and then Neighbor is able to get a shot off, which I would like to see him more do. Phil, he's great again, like Ronaldo used to be in the old days when there's a lot of space. He can run at people and get behind people. In tighter situations, a lot of times he can't find teammates or isn't able to get a shot off, which he does here right now.
Talked about the physical nature of the defense against him at times.
It's their starting position of defending.
Suarez inside, flag stays down, chance pops up again for Suarez, and again misses Neymar. Neymar point blank range, but he didn't pay attention to the defense.
You can see that Mario, Musacchio, Ruiz, Costa, Bruno have played together, Phil. Everything is automatic, which doesn't happen overnight, but have played together 6-7 years. Great defending on the weak side by Mario. Crossing.
Maybe one reason Rafinha and Thuram have been better. This one headed on by Messi. Littlest guy on the pitch, but Asenjo with the stop. Out for another corner.
He uses blocks and picks a little bit. You can see right there, coming from a... There you can see Messi again. That's just a glancing, beautiful header.
Shot.
Trying to go far post. At least Silva yesterday for PSG scored a great
much of this
goal.
match. Suarez tries to lift it through off Mario. Wide, Digne drops it back. Rifled by Suarez, but right to the feet of Asenjo, who smothers.
They're doing a very good job right now by playing triangular football. Iniesta, Suarez, and then Digne can come late. That's where the danger's been coming from on that left side. And picks out with a perfect ball, by the way. Pace inside of the foot. Mr. Suarez. Straight.
Nice idea from Soriano, and now Pato trying to draw the defense. Has Sansone in for the Italian. Strikes it far post, and a goal! Scrap the stats. It's Villarreal in front.
But all the credit goes to Pato, and all the blame goes to Piqué. Why not step and be tight there? Pato's strength, turning, running at people. And now the back 2 or 3 is scrambling, and a good run by Sansone, and a perfectly weighted ball, Phil, into space, far post, again, unbelievable. Turnover again, numbers in front of the ball by Barca. Look at Pato again, Piqué backtracking now, and Pato just understands that Sansone is coming. Just a beautiful ball.
Ter Stegen did what he's supposed to, guard that near post. Pato freezes Piqué. Mascherano could not get back, and then Sansone looked like the pass was taking him wide, but he uses the angle to hit the mark.
If we can see this again, Phil, the movement of Soriano away from the ball, going body, that's a good call.
7 minutes into the second half, the goal coming early. Sansone, his 7th goal. Quick restart, finds Neymar, tucks it low, but not wide enough. Quick thinking by Messi and Neymar, but the shot needed to be better.
Yeah, that's playground opportunities, obviously. It's also a feel and non-verbal communication there between two great players. But
nice work by Mario. Still sprinting forward, Barca trying to run on the heels of Suarez. Goes to Neymar, squared, dummied over. Messi fighting for it. No whistle, except from the stands, but Villarreal survived. I mentioned again, for a team with a half-hearted Bakambu, currently at the Africa Cup of Nations, waiting an expected transfer, and an absent Soldado, they needed someone to provide that danger along with Pato and Sansone. Messi squares, Iniesta wide, Neymar drags, chips, chested, and then cleared away from a charging Andre Gomes. A bit fortunate Jaume Costa.
Wow. I don't know if that's fortunate or brilliant play under pressure. That's incredible. I think fortunate is more the word. Chest there, looks over your shoulder, is happy.
You might be right.
It comes on the shin.
But stolen away by Messi. Wide for Neymar. 3 in the box, dropped to the top, just touched, blasted up, and deflected over. So close. Appeals for a handball inside as Bruno had gone down, but out for a corner kick. And they have an argument.
Not just an argument. That is 100% penalty right there. Playing the ball.
Quote from the referee Ignacio Iglesias as the ball settled by Messi. Tries to guide it. Pings off the post and the equalizer rattles with it. Oh, how close can you get?
How often has he scored from there as well, Phil, where he can open up, has a little bit of space, there's a lot of traffic, and he finds that area, the only area, by the way, between two players that he can find inside of the post. The old days would have been in. Square wooden post. That's what he needs. But brilliant again by Messi. Look, he plays that through 4 players. It's the only space. He's going to lift it a little bit and there, look at the right hand coming across. Look at the right hand.
And it's the extension that removes any doubt.
He really thinks he's a goalkeeper.
This is stands there somewhat quietly, says, "You'll have to forgive me. I'm a referee. I'm not used to being applauded." He won't be by Barca. Here, Santander will. Back by Turan. Overhead from Neymar. And it's over the bar.
The game is
end to end.
Yeah. Just like you said, Phil, a few years ago, this would have been the game that Villarreal and Barca played. This is football at its best, end-to-end, chances, PKs not being called, Messi at his best, running at the back 3 or 4, good ball to Suarez, cutting inside, good save again. Turan trying to keep that one alive with his head right there. Comes back in again, and then the bicycle.
Pick your poison. Dead center from a goalkeeper. This is almost impossible. He's leaning a little bit more as though it might be Neymar, almost daring Messi, who does take it, goes the other way, and freezes the keeper and ties it up. Oh, what a goal from Messi.
The brilliance of this man never ceases to amaze. Comes up huge for this team in a late stage and goes, as you said, Phil, to the goalkeeper's strong side. Everybody waits to see the ball dipping over the wall. Even look at Asenko is moving his body to the left because he goes, there's no way you can go my strong side. Brilliant, 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 brilliant. Takes a little deflection off the wall, no doubt, but